to another episode. Back down here on my syndicate lake, and just did last night, got down there pretty late. I'll explain things to you in a little while, but second fish now, absolute little stunner. Quickly show you to I mean, some of the fishing aren't too big at all, but obviously I'll go into what happened recently in a little while. I'll just quickly show you guys this little fella, because he is quite a stunning little carp. Not very big at all, but definitely one for the future. There you go, beautiful, beautiful colours on him. Awesome little mirror, lovely scale pattern. Chuffed to bits really. Yeah, what can you say? Obviously size doesn't matter when they come down to this sort of coloration and beauty in themselves, but yeah, wicked stuff. Gonna slip him back now, get the rod back out, and hopefully have one of the bigger ones out of here. But yeah, as I said, I'll talk to you guys as well in a minute about what's been happening. Alright. Right folks, I just slipped back that little mirror, and yeah, as I said, got down there last night around 9 o'clock, so it was pretty dark. Had a bit of a nightmare session, dropped a couple of things in the lake, quite gutted. Was going to go in after them, but you can't actually go in the water here, so devastated really. I mean, it is pretty deep down there as well, so there's no point with risking life and limb for it. But yeah, I weren't too happy obviously, and on top of that, my head torch batteries actually died, so yeah, gutted all over really. Didn't put the rods out last night. Just before it did get dark though, I did manage another little one, same sort of size as that one there, but the little fish in here, they are getting slightly bigger now. Mint condition obviously. You don't really get a lot of carp anglers actually fishing this lake, in fact. Mainly the other lake over here, which I've been fishing quite a bit of. Obviously that's getting hammered right now. A lot of anglers over there. It says it's going to be quite a warm weekend right now, so it's absolutely rammed over there, so I thought I'd come over here again, have a little go. Last time I was down here, I was going to do a video, but a few things happened which I'll go into in a little while as well. But I did fish that lake over there, did one night, just getting bombarded by coots and everything else. There were fish showing in front of me, and yeah, I just didn't stand a chance for the coots around in their fledglings, because literally as soon as I put a rod out there, it was straight on it, picking up that bait, and totally destroyed my chances of having anything, you know. So as soon as morning came over here, literally 2 rods straight out, 1 rod in fact straight out on the chod rig, white chocolate pop up by Retro Baits, and literally didn't even get the rod down on the wrist, and it was straight off 21 pound 4 ounce common mirror, sorry, and just quickly show you a little picture of that. And then after that I had a 17.2 mirror as well, so it wasn't too bad, and shortly to follow that as well, I managed to have just one of the little pasties in here once again. But what actually happened, if you can see that, got a few stitches right there now, I'll show you a little picture as well, but managed to get one of the gardener chod hooks into my hand. The fish was in the net, the hook got stuck into the side of the net, and with these smaller fish sometimes the actual hook can go through the side of the mouth, and it is quite tricky sometimes to get them out. But normally what I love to do is cut the line, but since it was in the net I didn't want to pull it up and just tear the mouth. But what he did, as soon as I tried to get the hook out of the mesh, he flipped, pulled the hook into my hand, so I was stuck there with a net on my hand, and the carp on the other end still thrashing around, pulling the hook even deeper. But managed to reach behind myself, grab my scissors, cut the line, cut away some of the meshing as well where the hook was, and yeah, did my session there because I had to go to hospital and get that removed. But did ask people to pull it out for me, but no one really wanted to do it because they said it might cause more damage than it would good. But at that point I just wanted to get it out and get back fishing. But due to the stitches obviously, so I couldn't go back just in case it got an infection or anything like that. But back down here now anyway, and yeah, happy to be down here anyway. Finished work yesterday, was pretty knackered getting down here. But after all that stuff happened, yeah, it doesn't seem to be too bad at the moment. Hopefully I'll have a decent fish sooner or later. There's definitely a few down here, and yeah, I know there's a 35 pound common in there, absolute stunner. Doesn't really ever gets caught really. I mean, to be fair, not a lot of people, as I said, fish it for the carp, you know. I mean, you get the odd match angler down here, but that's about it, you know. The pegs are quite restricting because they are quite small and they have quite a lot of overhanging trees. But it's just such a nice little lake, full of features, you know, pads, snags, little troughs. There's quite a lot of silt in here, a little bit of weed in patches as well. But what I just had that fish on, what I've been doing mainly is left-handers on the chod rig on the white chocolate still, and that brought me the fish last night. but what I'm doing on my right hand rod, just fishing a simple snowman rig, meaty garlic pop up there on the top, little fluoro white one, underneath obviously meaty garlic bottom bait in 14mm, then underneath that obviously, just simply as I always do, little carp crazer mesh bag there, filled up with some boilie crumb. But yeah, that's all it is really, short hook length, because there are small fish in here, and there also are the bigger fish, and they're both quite finicky, you know, so short the rig I do find most of the time, the quicker it does nail them, because obviously there is a lot less lift up until the lead gets picked up. But yeah, as I said, it hasn't been too bad now, so I'm going to flick this one back out there, and hopefully have another one to show you guys. So okay guys, just had fish number 3 now. Really nice fish once again, but obviously it was one of the little ones, so I didn't really show it. But yeah, obviously it's still going around. I've had quite a bit of downpour, so yeah, it's looking alright at the moment. But I haven't had anything else on the left hand on the choddy, so I'm gonna maybe have a little reposition of that and try and find a few fish. There was quite a bit of fizzing down here, so always a good encouraging sign. So yeah, see how things go, and I'll update you guys again later on. So right now folks, fish number 6 now I've had. Slowed down at the moment, the last few hours have been pretty much dead actually. Had a bit of rain, and that brought a few more bites, but after that the sun's sort of come out, and the temperature definitely in the air is quite humid. So just brought the rods in for now. I've had a little walk around a few times, and seen loads of little fish in the margins, you know, just sitting there enjoying themselves, but none of the bigger fish as of yet. Quite surprised, and just trying to find out where they are at the moment, but they're somewhere obviously, probably in the snag somewhere else, but yeah, hopefully tonight will be the night I bag a decent one. Last time obviously come down for a couple of hours, conditions were pretty much perfect, nice and overcast, not too hot at all, nice and mild, and there's plenty of activity down here, but for now it does seem that they have just sort of shut down. They're just more or less just sunning themselves, just keeping out of the, just trying to get oxygen into themselves, and just trying to keep out the bulk of the heat really, by the looks of it. They're definitely down by this tree over here. I've seen around 12 or 13 of them, but just walking along, you see them in between the little channels and everything swimming by. It's quite nice watching them really, but obviously at the end of the day, defense one of the bigger fish out of here, so gonna see how it goes. Quite gutted I couldn't get on the other lake obviously, because wouldn't mind a take out of there at the moment, but yeah, fortunately obviously all this weather's brought out all the anglers, and yeah, we'll see how it goes anyway, so I'll update you guys again later on. So there we go guys, fish number 8 now. It's getting a bit darker, obviously the temperature's dropped now, so they're getting a bit more active, but as you can see from this one here, once again, absolutely mint condition, beautiful little fish. As I said, they're all this sort of grade, don't know what sort of strain they are, but they're absolute stunners. I'll tell you one thing, give them 10 years or so, they'll be absolutely fantastic fish. So without further doubt, I'm going to get him back now and hopefully get a bigger one. Okay then guys, so it's now approaching evening, rods both back out again. Obviously just had another little one. As I've said before, there are quite a lot of little fish in here. This is more or less intended as a match lake, but there are a few originals in here. As I said, there's a 35 common in here, a fair few 20s that are left in here as well, but just about finding them really. When I was walking around I couldn't spot any of the bigger fish, so whether or not they're holding up in the deep water or mid water could be the case, but yeah, it was just good to really sort of having a walk around watching all the little fish just dart around, and yeah, it's pretty good just to see what they were up to, you know. Obviously sitting in them snags, you can see how far back they can get. I mean, this is just like one little bay that I'm in, you know. There's loads of little sections of this lake, and so you've got loads of little hidey holes. But yeah, hopefully tonight or tomorrow there's going to be a bigger fish. Although these little fish are very nice, and as I said, in a few years' time they're going to be absolute stunners. It would be nice to have one of the bigger girls out of here, but we'll see how it goes anyway, and hopefully I'll be updating you either during the night or in the morning. Alright. Early morning now, guys. Once again, another fish. And a few more during the night, probably up to around 13 fish now. Firstly, all small, quite gutted really. I did lose a decent one, which headed towards the snags, pulled back on it, and was just hook pulled. Definitely a decent fish because it was just actually charging towards them, and it did quite a bit of a pull back on it. But yeah, here we go, another little stunner. Very lively, as they all are. But it's absolutely mint condition, as I said again. Gonna be an absolute peach sooner or later, as he is already. Alright then guys, welcome back once again. Currently morning. Got down to the lake yesterday, down here on a park lake, open all season as well. So yeah, as I said, just got down here last night. Just about managed to get the rods out after about a 2-hour conversation with one of the locals over here. Couldn't really get him away, but just about managed to get the rods out anyway. A little while ago, just had a nice 17 pound 4 ounce mirror. So not a bad little start. Never fished it before, so thought I'd give it a shout. My mate recommended it, so alright, a good few 20s in here. So I thought I'd come down here for a bit of fishing, see how it goes on the meaty garlic, and yeah, just that little margin spot I just been doing. So yeah, not too bad so far. Give it a little spin round. Lovely morning, as you guys can see. So just fishing the 2 rods once again on the same ticket that I've got already. You get quite a few lakes, and yeah, this is one of them. Really beautiful little park lake. So right, folks, just slipped that little one back. Came in at 16.4. So it don't seem to be bad stamping here. I mean, I was told that they do push over 15 pounds a lot of the fish in here. They are going to go into the high 20s, possible 30s as well, especially this time of year. But yeah, literally flick that one straight back out onto the far side, more or less. There's like a concrete part where people can feed the ducks from, more or less, and it's quite a obviously it's going to be quite a good little source for them to go and get their natural source of food and everything else, with bread and everything going into their digestive system. But yeah, they certainly do seem to like the old meaty garlic. Just used a simple little super fruit in a washed out pink, and yeah, it seemed to just did the trick pretty much straight away. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Not bad result so far. So I'll speak to you guys again later on. All right. Guys, here we go, third fish of the session now. Nice long common. First common of the session as well. I don't think there's many in it, so quite happy with this one. He's going to get a few shots now. He's not very big at all, but what an absolute stunner, eh? Definitely be a one to catch in the future. Got one scale missing down there as well, I think probably from spawning. But nonetheless, going to treat that in a little while after a few shots. Quickly flip him over, get him aside, and give him a little bit of treatment. Got a little bit of spawn in him as well. Quite an angry little male, I reckon. But nonetheless, absolute stunner. Once again, that same rod, cast towards the far margin. Doing the business. Literally put 20 more baits out there again. Put a few mixers out as well this morning, and just got them going. Lovely stuff. Right, let's slip him back then. Get him treated as well, and hopefully get another one. So alright then, folks, as always, thought I'll quickly run from my rig and obviously what I'm catching it on. Give me a second, just put that there, just take this out, I'll be able to show you. Using the atomic chodder hooks. I normally use the Gardner ones, but I'm quite low on them at the moment, but still these are actually awesome hooks, do like them quite a lot. What I'm doing, as I said, using the chodder hook, got a little bit of silicone there just for the blowback effect. Fishing a snowman, nice and supple there of course for that, so it can sit down nice and critically on the bottom. Using, as I said, some of these super fruit pop-ups, somewhere around me, but I can't find them at the moment. But obviously, there you go anyway. Meaty garlic on the bottom, nice sort of carp craze mesh, boiling mesh this is, using here. Using that with a load of crushed up liquidised meaty garlic boilie in there. And obviously it's doing the job, you know. Relatively long hook length because it is quite deep silt. So I just want to make sure all that's going to nicely sit above everything. Using only like 1.5, 2 ounce lead there. Don't want to go too heavy. It's definitely bringing the hook home at the moment. Nice solid hook holds. So yeah, it's doing the job. And going to get it back out there now and put a few more baits out. And hopefully there'll be another one sooner or later. Going to change the other rod to a zig in a little while as well because it is getting quite bright. Seen a few fish on the surface at the moment. They've stopped spawning for now by the looks of it. Anyway, they've had a little rest. So yeah, going to see how it goes. Obviously going to get this sorted out now and yeah, get the other rod sorted out as well in a little while. Okay. Right, my pal's just been stalking a couple and he's into one. A little bit of floating bread flake and here we go. Still going then? Yeah, man. Another one come up and took a bit of bread. And another bit right in the back. He's trying, isn't he? Isn't it? Nailed, isn't it? Nice bit of floating cross, wasn't it? Yeah. Bad boy. Folks, a little while after my mate had one, came back down to the same spot, threw down a bit of bread crust, and here we go. One of the originals, as he said, only a little one because they have got stunted growth, but what an absolute little gem, eh? Stunner. Let's slip him back and hopefully get another one. So right then guys, the day slowly progressed. It's now around 4 o'clock, obviously approaching the evening soon. There's still a few fish out on the surface. They pushed down that far end, so my mate's gone down there to have a little look at them. I was going to join him, but thought for now I'm just going to sit over here, tie up some rigs for the night. What we've done, we've gone over to the far margin, put around 20 kilo bait out over there, so spread it nicely. He's jumped in the swim next door, so we're both going to fish 2 rods each on this area over here. Made a really nice wide spread of bait, so hopefully tonight's going to pay off quite nicely. Tied up a few rigs here, 4 rigs altogether, all ready to be baited up, ready for the night ahead. So hopefully we'll have a few runs. With all the bait we put out there, we should definitely have something sooner or later. Definitely produced me obviously last night, early mornings and everything else. But yeah, as I said, mate's had a couple of fish now off the surface. I lost one earlier on, just about managed to literally just suck the bait in, and before I knew it, it spat it back out, and I struck pretty much instantly, and obviously I didn't manage to hook it, but that's the way it goes. He's had a couple more takes as well. I've just been freelining the bread, he's had the controller float to use, but yeah, nonetheless it's been pretty good so far. So yeah, hopefully tonight, sooner or later, something will come along, but I'll update you guys again later on. Alright.
Go on Ben, give us a few words mate.
So here we are once again with another fish.
Hold it towards you a bit more. Let me see what they come out of that. Yeah. Do the other side.
Right, so here we go guys. One of the originals, as my mate has just pointed out. Beautiful fish. Literally, last night didn't have a fish until quite late, and this time they all come quite early. So obviously the bait's definitely working out there. Quite chuffed for this one, really nice carp.
So right then guys, we're morning now. Obviously last night got a good night's kip, which obviously in terms of carp fishing isn't very good. Neither my mate, don't think he had anything. I've been over there, didn't hear his alarms go off. So yeah, very quiet. I mean, I had a few liners, just exactly what I had previous night, and then I had a few fish, but literally just slept for everything, and that was it. But brought the rods back in this morning for a quick recast, and the bottom bait was actually missing, so I'm not sure if it could be craze, or it could just be the coots, or they just gone so soft that something's just sucked them straight off the actual hair, or even when actually reeling they could have just come off like that. But either way, it could have been a scenario where I was just fishing out there with just a pop up on top. So it could have been a bit of a sort of funny scenario out there, which I was a bit, I don't know, could have been anything, but it's one of them ones that's just playing in your head. So what I just done, obviously, put the rods back out there, baited them up, fire one straight out on the other bank, and then the other one just literally underarmed it down here in the margin, because I've seen a few fish already, but I do reckon they're on the surface right now. By the looks of things, they are just milling around. I don't seem to be too interested in anything. Tried a bit of bread, tried a few mixes out there, but yeah, it's definitely a bit more of a different day today. Quite overcast, a bit of a wind pushing down as well. Temperatures dropped a little bit more, so yeah, we'll see how they react to that today. But I'll update you guys again obviously later on. Right.
So there you have it guys, another little one, the low double. Ripped off once again, meaty garlic, doing the business, slipping back, and hopefully get another one. So right then folks, going to end off the vlog here now. Battery's going to die quite soon, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Obviously once again on a new lake, just been scattering the bait out there, and just thought I'd take again just then. just had a double take a little while ago. Got some pictures of them as well, so I'll chuck them in at the end. And if I have anything else, once again, of course, I'll add some more pictures. But as I said, because the battery's dying now, I want to end it off here so I can tell you guys how it's gone so far. But yeah, not a bad session altogether. I'm going to go home soon. But yeah, cheers for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys again soon.